Joining me now is Col Ajit Singh Negi, who is the contingent commander of Indian battalion that is deployed in Lebanon for UN peacekeeping mission. Sir, thank you so much for your time. Welcome to CNN News 18. We know that a lot has been happening in the area where you are deployed. Sir, if you can tell us the conditions there as of now and also how things have changed in the last 6 months.
Good afternoon. As a peacekeeper, we are committed to maintain peace and stability in Lebanon, and especially the South Lebanon area along the Blue Line, in accordance with the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1701. Since about a year, the region has witnessed disturbances. However, the current situation is stabilizing due to coordination and support of all the agencies which are involved. In last 6 months, we have noticed escalation of disturbances all along. The security dynamics have changed, which has resulted in challenges for all, including the peacekeepers. We as peacekeepers have remained committed to uphold this resolution, which is the Security Council Resolution 1701, with resolve, and we have persevered in these times. In about these 6 months, while situation escalated, now we can see that there is a peaceful start, a relative calm which is now coming in after the declaration of ceasefire by all parties. Mr. Akash, we have to understand the coordination and the cooperation which is ongoing between the unifil authorities, the Lebanese armed forces, and all the local authorities who have worked tirelessly, and they have been instrumental in keeping these peace efforts on track.
So what are the kind of tasks that you are involved in? While the mandate is clear, we know that a lot has been happening. And if you can tell us that how things have changed after ceasefire specifically.
Okay, as UN peacekeepers, we are working, as I said, under the resolution 1701. The Indian battalion is deployed in the easternmost part of the southern Lebanon, and this is mainly our all forward posts are along the blue line, which we patrol and continuously monitor to report any violation along this blue line. While post the escalation of the situation, these tasks were in a way affected. We also carry out humanitarian assistance in terms of medical, the veterinary camps, the dental camps, and also carry out certain developmental projects and community support projects for the locals of the society. When we look at the operations affecting our mandate, no, there are no changes to the mandate per se. We are still continuing with the mandate of the resolution, and but the sustained dialogue and the confidence building measures, the humanitarian assistance kind of those activities are now increasing to provide human assistance to all the people which are around us. The UNIFIL authorities are in constant touch with all parties, which is ensuring the success of this ceasefire till date. I would say post ceasefire, due to the presence of and the efforts of the UNIFIL peacekeepers and of course all the stakeholders, with the engagement which we are carrying out with the local communities, the authorities, the situation has stabilized in certain parts of southern Lebanon.
So we heard of several instances where the peacekeepers were injured, in fact, in the operations by the forces. If you can tell us if you all are safe and how things were at that time, any sort of experience if you want to share with us.
Yeah, yes. In about 1 year plus, I would say there have been instances, rather escalations of operations, which have resulted in damages to the UN positions. However, fortunately, no Indian troop has been injured till date. We have been focusing on our drills, on strict adherence to the security protocols, the force protection measures, which have been followed in letter and spirit, and also with our constant evolution, we have been refining our force protection measures for better our better drills and no damages or injuries to own personals. The area around us is as of now maintaining a relative calm right now.
So, what is the closest distance of operation that have happened in your area? I mean, Indian Army is a professional force, so we all know that. But your mandate for UN mission is clear. And while you are there, you are not a part of the conflict as a player. How different is the scenario? And if you can talk to us about that, sir.
Yes, that's true. You see, as I was saying, the majority of the Indian battalion forward positions, especially, are along the blue line, and certain positions are also in the villages which are aligned and near the blue line. So we had UN positions being hit directly and indirectly by the rockets, the splinters of these shells, and the small arm fire, and that was mainly, I would say, because of our positions being in the trajectory of these projectiles, which at times used to fall short, or whenever they malfunction. So the threat was alive to all the lives of the peacekeeper. However, when we look at the Indian battalion, which has been working under the UN flag with the defined mandate of the resolution, in which we assist the Lebanese armed forces in fulfilling these tasks, monitoring and reporting any incidents. This situation in Lebanon is different from what we have back at home. But again, as we are not directly involved in the conflict and majorly monitoring and reporting, our own basic training, the survival skills, the field craft, battlecraft, the experience of Indian Army in providing humanitarian aid at numerous instances in the history and till present. These skills have been very handy for us in enhancing our force protection measures and ensuring constant engagement with the community and also enhancing our logistic endurance in these times.
There were several cases where we got to know that government is ready to evacuate all the personnel, Indian Army personnel that are deployed there. At any point in time, did you come across of a situation where you got to know that they are going to evacuate you, or any sort of experience related to evacuation, if you want to share with us, sir?
Okay, as we always are prepared for contingencies at various stages of operations, also plans, preparations and rehearsals were made, but the primary focus was always on the security of the peacekeepers. However, the unifil has taken, and the stand was very clear from the very start, that without any doubts, no UN position will be vacated. We have continued to fulfill our mandated task as was feasible during this escalated security situation times, and we remain here on all our positions till date.
So my last question, what are your expectations for the peace in the area? Any message that you want to send back home?
Okay, you know, as a peacekeeper, we expect the peace for the region, which is actually connected, grounded with a deep understanding of the complexities and the challenges that persist here. While the path to the long lasting peace is difficult, but it is surely achievable with the collective effort and the understanding which has to be undertaken mutually. Our primary expectation is, of course, to adhere and fully adhere to the resolution 170801 mandate of the Security Council. And we hope that strengthened cooperation among the UNIFIL authorities, the Lebanese armed forces, and the local authorities will make it possible. Certain other key factors which we may have would be regarding maintaining sense of security, confidence building measures among the local population, which is possible only through the engagements which we have, the trust building measures which we have, and of course the socio-economic stability which must come in. Despite the challenges, we remain hopeful for sure. Every step that is being taken towards dialogue to cooperation will only bring us closer to the future, wherein the people of this region will surely live without fear, insecurity and prosperity. And of course, as a ambassador of Indian Army and India at UNIFIL, we are you know truly committed and we continue to strive for excellence in delivering our mandated task. And we will always hold our flag in the highest stead in this multinational environment. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your time, sir. And I wish you all the best. Stay safe and make us proud.
Thanks a ton, Akash. Thank you so much.